Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Lynette McConkey.
And I'm Hassan El-Sheikh. It's Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. TikTok's clock may be running out in the U.S.
This piece of legislation is designed to help protect Americans and protect America and our friends.
Senator Mitt Romney is part of a bipartisan group that unveiled legislation on Tuesday that could pave the way for a nationwide ban on TikTok.
Peak Size Arena hopes to make some big renovations for a possible 2030 Utah Winter Olympics. The arena says updates would include better locker rooms, more bathrooms, and expanding the building to allow more seating.
A group files a referendum that would allow Utah voters to choose the state flag. The group filed the initiative on Monday. The organizers say the decision to designate a new flag should be on the ballots, not on the Hill.
BYU archaeology students dig up some ancient artifacts in Mexico.
We're on our way to an excavation.
Students are finding items that have been buried almost 1,000 years. Their discoveries include pottery, hammerstones, and maize kernels.
Today is International Women's Day. Organizations throughout the world are celebrating women's achievements, increasing visibility, and embracing gender equality.
A life-size replica of a tabernacle from the Old Testament is available for tours on campus this week. Universe Live reporter Trevor Myers found out several students and volunteers are helping to bring the tabernacle to life. Trevor, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, so this tabernacle replica, located right outside the Harmon building on BYU campus, is giving visitors a chance to step into the past.
Do you have any other questions about the candlestick?
The replica is built to scale, which helps give visitors a better understanding of how the tabernacles would have felt in the past.
You get to see the actual kind of measurements because it's a scale model, which I love about it. You walk in, you see the altar of sacrifice, you see the tabernacle as the children of Israel would have seen it. Rather than just hearing somebody talk about it, it's actually experiencing.
Robertson helped organize volunteers for the tabernacle.
The gate is the only colorful part.
He says when the volunteers understand the symbolism they are explaining, they are able to better help both the visitors and themselves to connect with the symbols.
The gate is, there's a lot of colors on it, and the red represents the atoning blood of Christ, blue is representative of like heaven and the sky being closer to God, and then purple is representative of royalty, and then all of those have to do with Jesus Christ.
That's a wonderful question.
Other volunteers say this traveling tabernacle provides several unique opportunities and experiences.
It's interesting because like with our temples for church, not everyone can enter them. You have to have a recommend. For this one, everyone can come and see and learn a lot. And I don't know, I feel like you can feel the spirit here, and it's just a really awesome thing for people to come see. Just come with an open mind, ready to learn some new stuff.
So this tabernacle replica will be open for tours on BYU campus until March 10th. After that, it'll move on to Cedar City, Springville, and other locations. Reporting for Universe Live in Provo, I'm Trevor Myers.
Thanks, Trevor.
BYU students will present a revised version of the musical Godspell and are preparing for opening night on Saturday. Jacob Habel gives us an inside look about how they're getting ready.
Godspell is a take on the Gospel of Matthew. It's a more contemporized version of it. It's a pop rock musical with lots of different styles. It's a very fun show. You'll also see Jesus in a kind of new light, a new playful light.
I think that's something that's really special about it to the audience is that we look at Jesus as our friend. Jesus is this fun and friendly guy.
Oakley, who plays Jesus, he's got the hardest job out of everybody, and yet I feel like he's doing a wonderful job portraying that, but also paying so much respect.
There's this awesome number called We Beseech Thee. We're all playing goats and sheep. It's very up-tempo, exciting. I'm running everywhere.
The choreography is insane and really athletic, so you're gonna get tap. There's even a little African in there. There's a lot of hip hop, a lot of jazz, contemporary.
I really love that the show isn't just specific to the LDS religion, that it's just Christianity as a whole, because I think first and foremost we're Christians. We focus on the parables, but in the end it's really just this huge concept of love.
it's real and it's human. The hope is always that somebody walks away with a new perspective or some type of internal growth, and that they do something about it.
Believe it or not, it's football season, Cougar fans. We might still be 6 months away from the season opener against Sam Houston State, but Kalani and company are back on the gridiron. Things kicked off on Monday, giving Cougar fans their first look at the first official Power 5 team in school history. Top-notch transfers Keaton Slovis and Aiden Robbins made their Cougar Blue debuts, as well as new defensive coordinator Jay Hill. First priority for Coach Kalani will be setting a depth chart, followed closely by scheme install. The Cougs will practice 14 more times between now and April 14th, including an open scrimmage on March 31st. Now for a team who actually has a game in the next month. Men's volleyball is finally back in the Smith Fieldhouse this weekend, set for a Friday-Saturday series with a familiar foe, the Ohio State University. Though the Cougs lead the series 13-6 all time, the Buckeyes won the two matches that mattered most, beating BYU in the national championship game in both 2016 and 2017. This year, it will be a little bit different, with both teams coming off of identical winless weekends and looking to prove that they just belong in the top 10. That being said, the teams match up very well this year, with the Buckeyes 4th nationally in assists and the Cougars 7th nationally in blocks. You can catch the action live on BYU TV at 7 p.m. on both Friday and Saturday. This week, BYU and its intramural sports offices are busy as they prepare for the playoff portion of their season. And one of their longest running sports is one you've probably never heard of before. Alex Tumulip has more. Alex?
Yeah, Jared, I've been a sports fan for as long as I can remember, but this may be the most interesting sport that I've probably ever seen.
What's going on in here? A volleyball match in a racquetball court. And it's not just another trend. It's an established BYU intramural sport.
Volleyball's not new. We've run it for the 35 years I've been here, 34 years I've been here.
BYU intramural sports director Phil Kelly says volleyball has been a program staple since he took over in 1989. For good reason, too.
I think people enjoy the new strategies that come into play with volleyball because it's not just bump, set, spike, but it's also using the wall as a strategic advantage.
It's really difficult because you always want to just swing away and swing as hard as you can because that's what you do on a normal court.
BYU student Abby Harrison, who played regular volleyball as an outside hitter, says shot placement is everything in volleyball.
I've definitely had to get a lot more comfortable with tipping correctly and like roll shotting, which has honestly been really good. It translates super well back to normal volleyball.
And in this game, less is better.
You would be hard-pressed in regular volleyball to say that you're a better team with 5 players. 3 is almost a better number if you have the skill set because the court space works out better.
Yeah, it was certainly entertaining and fun to watch, and you can see intramural volleyball for yourself through tomorrow as the sport's double elimination tournament begins. The first round continues tonight and, like I said, goes through tomorrow from 6 to 9:15 p.m. at the Richards Building. Hassan and Lynette, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live.
Have a great day.